I am so excited for today's video because I feel like this is the video that everyone didn't know they needed until now. I'm going to attempt to mix my two favorite aesthetics, techwear and dark academia. This video specifically is going to take finding your personal style to another level. For me, I have two aesthetics that I consistently wear. The one that you see here most is dark academia, and my other most worn aesthetic is techwear. And although I don't really share my techwear style on here, I still do wear it. And if you saw me out, you would most likely see me in that over dark academia. So it's weird that I haven't really shared it here, but I've always wanted to. So hopefully this kind of is an opener to start introducing that on this channel. So there are lots of different names for this when I looked it up recently. There's darkwear, techwear. It's kind of a mix of e-girl as well. So when you look at techwear, darkwear, whatever you want to call it, whatever you name it, it's kind of all the same. You will notice that there are lots of pockets, lots of straps, lots of things that kind of hang off the clothing to make it look as if you were in a dystopian future. So when it comes to techwear, I don't just wear all black, I wear white as well, which is what they are calling lunar core, and lunar core is techwear, it's just wearing all white. But just to keep this more simplified, I'm just gonna call everything techwear because that is what it is. There's just color differences. That's pretty much the only difference. Okay, so now that you know what we're doing in the video, let's get started with the first look. For the first look, I wanted to start with a staple in the DA wardrobe, and that is a nice pair of slacks and of course loafers. Then I put on this white long sleeve fishnet shirt that I got from AliExpress. It was really cheap. I think it was around $6, and I absolutely love this top because it looks so cool when it is layered with t-shirts like this one. So I threw on this NASA shirt that has a lot of different patches on the back and the front. And then to give myself more of a silhouette, because obviously it's too baggy, I had to tuck it into my pants. And because I love edgy accessories in the techwear aesthetic, I layered this white harness that I got from AliExpress on top. This harness was $12, totally crazy. It's not real leather, but man, it is so sick. And of course I had to add a messenger boy hat to tie in the black color of the loafers to the black hat. And this is the final look. It's androgynous, but it's also feminine because I kept the colors lighter, and the harness almost reminds me of suspenders in a way, so I kind of just have this spicy messenger boy look about me, which I'm a big fan of. When it comes to my techwear style, I really enjoy wearing oversized t-shirts that represent NASA, that represent space. I also like mixing different things like fishnets and lots of harnesses and just edgier accessories that you normally wouldn't see, but I just really enjoy them. The next look, I threw on my favorite pair of men's joggers from Zara. I love them because they have all these really cool pockets, zippers, and just straps hanging off for no reason at all. And then I put on my black Nikes. I love these Nikes. They look very futuristic. And then on top of that, I layered my vintage white blouse that has a lot of ruffled detail in the front. It's also oversized, which is just perfect when you layer it, which I'm going to do in just a second. So then on top of this, I put my thrifted Tommy Hilfiger wool blazer. The top half of my outfit is giving professor vibes, and then the bottom half is giving Divergent vibes, and I just love the way that looks together. Somehow it works. I didn't know how it would work, but when I put it on, it really just, it blended well. I don't know what else to say. And then on top, I put on this black harness and I buckled it in the front, so that way it cinched my waist a little bit. Now I look like some really cool professor in the future that works at a dystopian school that has to be prepared for anything, but also tries to keep it academic. For this look, I put on my plaid dress. This by itself is so DA, and I only own two plaid dresses, so I knew they were both going to be in this video. But to spice it up, I put on this mesh cutout top that I cut myself. It was a turtleneck, and it's a really cool layering piece in general. I just love adding these edgier accessories and these little simple things to any outfit. It just makes it so much cooler. Then I added one of my other favorite techwear accessories, which is this off-white belt. There is so much that you are able to do with this belt because it's so long. You can tie it in many different ways. You can wear it on top of your long sleeve shirts. You can wear it as an actual belt. You can wear it around your legs. I swear the possibilities are endless. And to top off this look, I added a Parisian beret and some knee-high boots that I thrifted, and now I look like a Parisian spy that is ready to go undercover, but not really undercover, to find out who stole the jewels from Tiffany's. For this, I started off with another, basic DA look, and normally with something like this, I would pair it with a vest. So I thought, okay, I'm going to pair it with a vest, but make it tech wear. So that's what I did. I took this mesh cutout top that I made, just like the last one you saw, except a little bit different, and I layered that on top of this white puff sleeve blouse that I thrifted for $6. Then on top of that, because I felt like this alone was not enough, I added this PlayStation utility vest that I got a long time ago from Forever 21, and it's so cool. It has so many pockets. It's actually extremely usable, and this utility vest makes me look like I'm prepared for the end of the world, or I am just prepared to go paintballing. Either way, I love the way the look looks regardless. Even with the messenger boy hat, it actually adds to the tech wear look a lot, and it looks really great together. Keeping on the same top, but adding a different shoe and skirt combination, I put on this plaid skirt along with some white Nikes and little tiny leg warmers, and this brown vest. This is very DA minus the shoes. But now to make it a little bit extra, of course, we've got to add some accessories. So I added my white harness on top, and obviously this is a very simple look. It honestly doesn't look too edgy to me, I think, because it's white, but I think it really just adds such a nice contrast with that white puff sleeve shirt underneath. And then on top, I added this white NASA jacket that is very oversized, but it looks so cool, and it just gives a really good mix of looking kind of, futuristic while still keeping it academic. For the next look, I started with my basic Dark Academia plaid dress, of course, and we are going to add some edgier accessories to this that are pretty simple to make it a little different. And I also put on my loafers and leg warmers, and I look like such a teacher, but let's spice it up. I added my black cutout mesh top that I originally put on with a white shirt, but this time I put the armhole over my head, and that sounds so confusing, but that's the only thing I can say about it. It's kind of hard when you're just seeing a video. And then I put on this stretchy harness that I made myself, and it doesn't do much, but it adds a little something. You can see the black line, there's a little something extra there, and that's what we're going for. And then I added one of my favorite crossbody bags that has this leg harness attachment. I got this from Fashion Nova, and I think it is the coolest bag I own. There's nothing like it. It hikes up my dress a little bit. It makes it a lot edgier, a little sexier, and it kind of makes the loafers and the dress not look so much like a teacher. And on top of this, I added this really long bomber jacket that I got from the men's section at Forever 21 a long time ago. And I love how stiff and kind of boxy this jacket is. It really holds shape well, and I think it adds a lot to the outfit. For the next look, I put on this white fishnet along with my black pleated skirt, my knee-high boots, which I've had on for pretty much all of my outfits, and I threw on this steampunk vest I got from Hot Topic from the costume section about, 7 years ago, and on top of that, I layered this Urban Outfitters harness along with adding some chain to it. When I came up with this look, I imagined how I would style it DA, which would be with a white button-up blouse, and I just replaced that with the white fishnet. So it ended up looking like this, just a really edgy but feminine look. Kind of looks e-girl, but also like a Victorian e-girl, seeing how I have on this vest that has the ruffles on the butt, which I love. But yeah, so this is how it turned out. For this look, I started off with a tech wear base. I love wearing oversized hoodies, especially really long ones that can be worn as dresses. It's something that's very commonly seen in this aesthetic, so I wanted to throw in a hoodie at some point. All I did was add a messenger boy hat and my military style jacket along with my loafers and those little leg warmers. For some reason, I think that the color of this hoodie almost makes the look appear like it's a lot classier. It doesn't really look so much tech wear. It looks very much like a laid back college girl going to class late but needs to look prepared, maybe out drinking the night before, spilled wine on her dress but still has her accessories. Yeah, that's the vibe. I started this look out with some casual pinstriped joggers along with my black Nikes and my pirate ruffle blouse that I thrifted. I took my off-white belt and I decided to wrap it up around me in a different way. So I just put it around my chest so it ended up looking like this. And then I added my white messenger boy hat to tie in that color. I added my black Nike shoes, and this is pretty much the look, but I have the option to add my military style jacket. If I was feeling a little fancier, I could totally throw this on, and I swear this jacket just makes every outfit look 1,000 times better. And here I am showing you a different way to wear the off-white belt. I'm just trying to show you that this belt is so cool. I could make a whole video on just different ways to style this belt. Well, that is it for all of my looks. I got so inspired when I put all these outfits together. They turned out incredibly well, at least in my personal opinion. Let me know your thoughts on what you think. But I feel like this is a whole new way to find your personal style, is just by mixing your two favorite aesthetics or mixing any aesthetics that you enjoy. It was kind of difficult at first, but then I kind of got the hang of it and understood how I could maybe mix these pieces together. And at the end of the day, even if it looks kind of weird, who cares? Yeah, I highly encourage you to give it a go, because I just felt like I have opened up the possibility of wearing so many cooler outfits now because I have decided to combine my two favorite worlds. Also, if you are interested in seeing a video just on tech wear alone, I would love to share that here. I know that futuristic sci-fi outfits are going to be something that is popping up in 2023, which is something I have just been waiting for my entire life. I'm not even kidding. So if you guys want to see a video on that, let me know. If you want to see a video of me mixing two other aesthetics, also let me know. And I think that's it for this video. So I'll see you guys in the next one.